Hello and welcome back to Yarnum for our second quick tips video on taking your first steps in Bloodborne. Once the cleric beast has been slaughtered, a lantern will appear in his place, signalling a new shortcut. If you haven't been back to the Hunter's Dream before, do so now and you'll be able to level up with all your new blood echoes.
Welcome home, good hunter.
But there's nothing more you can do in this area, even though it looks like you should be able to continue on through this gate. So follow this path to find the next boss, Father Gascoigne. It's a long trek, I haven't found any quicker ways, but the enemies are fairly easy and they do drop a lot of blood vials and quicksilver bullets. Plus, these guys have a fairly high drop rate of bloodstone shards, used for leveling up your weapons at the workshop, so this is a decent spot to do a bit of grinding and committing extra healing items and bullets to your storage box. If you already have 20 vials and 20 bullets, any extras will go straight into storage, where up to 99 can stay at any one time. Each time you die, items will be taken from that stock and your immediate inventory replenished, so it's worth doing now to make things easier for yourself later on. Watch out for the crows that like to ambush you from above down here, and the slow crawly dudes that like to vom on you. If you're in a rush, you can just sprint past all of these guys though. Once you reach this tunnel, do not go inside. Instead, just head up the ladder for now and run back the way you came along this bridge as soon as you attract the crowd. You'll see why. Once on the other side of the bridge, climb down the ladder and tread quietly for a side of bacon, though this is totally optional. Get up the ladder again and take out the last two enemies standing between you and Father Gascoigne. As soon as you enter this area, the boss fight will begin. If you've gathered up a good amount of souls and haven't leveled in a while, you might want to reconsider using a bold hunter's mark to return to the hunter's dream, fortify your arms, and speak to the doll to spend blood echoes for a stat boost. Gascoigne isn't too difficult for the first 3/4 of this fight. A gunshot will almost always stagger him, and so long as you don't get stuck between tombstones, which is easier said than done, though you can use them to gain a bit of breathing space whenever you need to use a health item, you can easily dodge most of his attacks. It's only when he hulks out that things get tricky. He's susceptible to fire, so chucking an oil urn followed by a Molotov at him isn't a bad call, but he does move fast and your throwing animation is slow, so it's up to you whether you want to take that risk.
It's enough to make a man sick.
also a little bit glitched at the moment, so Gascoigne can actually get himself stuck in the trees, either by jumping up in them and disappearing essentially, or by leaping down off the roof here, where you can easily finish him off, though do expect all this to be patched quite soon. And that's it. The main thing about Gascoigne is to not let him put you on the back foot. Be aggressive and you can quite quickly whittle down his health with parries and visceral attacks. For where to go next and tips on defeating Bloodborne's third boss, check out our next video and do give a like and a subscribe if you fancy it. Happy hunting!